Hi everyone, I just wanted to come on here and show you a quick little recap and my finished layouts since I didn't 100% finish all of these. I think I was kind of pressed for time. I didn't want to keep you guys. I wasn't really pressed for time, but I didn't really want to keep you guys forever. But I wanted to show you, I don't know if I did too much more, but I did take the last leftover die cuts. For example, this arrow. I added that arrow there. I think that might be, oh, and then I did add this, which was, here's the original from the kit, if you were there. And this tag is just at the top. Instead, I put mine right there. The other thing I did go ahead and do was two last things for this one. I added little white swishes in the sides of the hearts. That focus for a second so you can kind of see, and that just brings in a little bit more of the white. So we have the white, you know, that we added with the stitching, the thin white paper strip here, so that just adds in a little bit more of the white. And the other thing I did, which you can't really see, but it's just a little something, there it's kind of trying to focus it. I don't know if it will, but do you see in the middle of those flowers, I just took some clear, let's find the exact name of it here. It's the Nuvo drops that dries clear, Morning Dew. I will leave a link below to those. I think Michelle is sold out of these kits as of now. Here is the before layout. And I did forget to add the orange strip just because I simply forgot. You could add that in, no problem. But you can tell how that little white stitching line really kind of just gave it a little bit something more. So, and even this little thin white strip. So that is layout number 1. And forgive my voice, I'm a little bit, my throat's a little off this morning, I guess is the only way to put it. So here is layout number 2. And again, I took my little white pen. Now, if you do the white pen on the chipboard hearts, they need some time to dry. I put this cluster of hearts here to kind of combine the journaling because a lot of us was saying, you know, it looked like it was floating here. So I kind of made it like, so it would look like it went together. This is not my favorite area, but I'm okay with it. Actually, I think if one thing, it's probably not, because there is 6, and if there was one more thing there, I actually could punch one more heart maybe. I don't know if I will mess with it, but maybe that would feel if there was just one more orange heart there. I did add the butterflies and some enamel dots. I noticed after the live, I had only put a red enamel dot here in each of the clusters, and I don't know why I didn't add the other ones. I think my brain by the end of that live was getting very tired. Doing my first live after so long, you know, it's hard to do a live because it's like going to a crop with 50 people and I have to put a layout together and hold up like 20 conversations at one time. So if you're ever watching a live and I miss something you said or anything like that, don't be afraid to call me out on it because, you know, I want to make sure everybody feels included. Anyways, I did add the last 2 arrows that were on there. I did stamp this date. I don't know how well you can tell. I did mess it up and have to go back over so you can stamp the date if you want first. I'll leave a link below. These are a scrapbook.com exclusive stencil. I can leave a link below to this stamp. I really like it. If you are into project life or daily life, as I like to call it, then you can find that there. I did go back and add the white stitching all around. Again, I stopped at this paper so that it would look like that paper was on top. So that gives it a little dimension. The only thing I would not do if I were to do this layout again, I wouldn't put the lines on here. Maybe white, more of these white faux stitching lines would look good along here. And again, I'll hold this up a little bit so you can see. I'm just not sure. So these little white lines, I wouldn't do that if I were to do this layout again. I would do it, I would still do it around the outside because I do like how that looked. The butterflies, the books, the coffee cup, the rainbow, none of this goes with my pictures, but I don't care because I look at it. I added the coffee cup at the end too. That was an extra one. I didn't even know that was in there. I did have a few leftover die cuts. Let me grab and show you. Just a few, and I think they kind of, this is like, there's some photo corners and just a few things left over there. Some I just didn't use. I think they kind of just give you that few extra. If you had this paper kit, this might be enough to do another layout, but you'd need the paper, or unless you can match that to something else. But I put the coffee cup, I put the books. I really like the books anyway, but these are things that made me happy. You know, I liked them on there, and this layout really isn't necessarily about just the breadcrumbs. It's about, and I wrote it in my journaling, I love the fact that my boys will do things like make breadcrumbs and stuff with me, and they don't complain, and they don't, you know, we just like doing things together like that. So that was my focus of this page, not necessarily, hey, we made breadcrumbs, you know. Excuse me. So feel free to, you know, think differently about your pictures and look more into the story rather than just what you're doing in the photos. Now I'm trying to think of anything else. I think that might have been it. No Nuvo drops on this one. I added more hearts. Let me show you. Here's the original. This one seems a lot brighter. I noticed just now. If you look at the blue, I guess maybe it just seems a little bit brighter than the actual layout. The one thing I did over here, if you watch the live, is I did put the butterfly over the rainbow to kind of pull that together. And I think that's, I didn't change up too much other than the plant, but I do like the arrow added on there. And I think that's about it. So the enamel dots and the little white marks, again, I did them on the hearts. So I think that is about it. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below. I'll talk to you later. Thanks so much if you were able to join the live. If not, you can go back and rewatch the live, and I could talk a lot about these kits. So I am very chatty during lives. In my opinion, it's really fun to chat with everybody because I feel like I'm at a crop again, and since it's been so long since I've been able to go to a crop, it's a lot of fun to chat with all of you. And I don't know a lot of you, so it gives me a chance to get to know some of you a little more. So, all right, I thank you guys. I will see you next time.